welcome to Indigenous Survival. I'm your host, Jeff Gibson. Last year I showed you the Carnivore made by Camillus. Okay, they came out with a new one. I did buy it. Now, they really haven't changed too much. Okay, now when you buy, if you have one of the old ones like I do, actually I got about 4 of them. They do come with this little knife. Not bad. Could be used as kind of a spear. I got some coffee on it, unfortunately. It does. You could use it as a spear. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. It is a good knife. Would I use it as a spear? No. I could just take the Carnivore, take a branch or whatever, and just cut it into a spear point. You know, then use this thing. I could do it really easily. It doesn't take that much time. I made several. But the one thing about different is the main difference on this one, but instead of the little bitty belt holster that comes with them, they give you, it's molded into it, so it's always there. I don't know. I haven't really tested it to see if it falls out. I mean, not really. But the main differences are 2 things. One, than this one than the original Carnivores. Like I said, I've got several of them. They're excellent knives. They're $26 to $30 range, depending on what Walmart you get them at. But there's 2 main differences between this one and the originals. The first one is the sheath. This is a molded sheath, a lot nicer than the nylon one that had before. Nothing wrong with really the nylon. It's not bad sheath. But I have had a few when I've sharpened them. Sorry, I'm being invaded right now. I have had when I have sharpened them and I put them back in the holster, that the sheath, I call them a holster too. They have slid through and actually came very close to cutting my leg. Sorry, I'm laughing right now. I got a squirrel. If my wife will show you, he sees the bag of peanuts I bring with us to feed him, and he was behind me staring, and he's behind my wife staring like, I see the bag. Sorry. So it's kind of funny. I always feed the squirrels and birds when I come out here. Just something you should do too. But anyway, I have sharpened my blades and put them back in the sheath, and they have cut through. I'm not sure if it's, my wife goes, that's because you sharpen them too much. No, but they do kind of wear. So when they came out the hardened plastic molded sheath, yeah, I was going to get one. Second one is my other feature, outside of having a very nice sheath. You got the nylon belt loop, it's riveted in. Yeah, you got these little holes that you could put I could take and go from here to here with some paracord tied through here and just intertwine it around back and forth till I got a decent amount. So I always, got some paracord with me. Of course, then again, if you're going out like that, you probably already have paracord on you anyway, but it's nice to have some stored on the sheath. But the main other thing, besides being the sheath, besides being the molded sheath, which is one of the main reasons I went ahead and picked up the new one, is, then I will show you this, the knife is identical, but it's the addition of an extra safety strap, I'll call it. The old one just had this one, okay? The old one just had this, and it was nice, but they went ahead and put one here too, so it's really secure. Now, I imagine these other little holes is if you wanted to secure it to your backpack strap, it'll do it. I don't know. I've just never really been fond of strapping a knife to my backpack. I'd rather just stick it on my belt. But anyway, now a good thing on the belt one, little hint, is go to Army Navy Surplus, get you a, if you can find them, get a web belt from the Army. They're nice. If you can't find one of those, get another, like a belt I wear, the Army, not Army belt, you know. I think I got that one turned, it moved on me. But anyway, the regular nylon belts, carrying it, basically what I'm trying to say is, put it through a separate belt. I mean, you can go use any other belt you want. Just, I would probably put it through a separate belt itself. It's a little easier to strap that on and lock it in than constantly have something on your belt. But anyway, it's the same knife that they've been selling for a while now. You know, this one's nice and shiny. It won't be this summer, but it's still got the beautiful saw, and it works great. The gut hook, never really used that even on any of my other ones to gut a fish. Why? Well, hey, you know, I got a pocket knife for that. But the addition of the extra safety strap is really nice. It keeps it from sliding out. I have had that issue with, which is probably why they came out with putting the other one, not me myself, but they probably had a lot of complaints about the knife's great, but this one seems to fail sometimes and your knife slips. Yeah, so I thought this, since I bought it, I thought I would show it to you guys. Everybody should probably already know about the Carnivore, but no one, maybe they don't know that they came out with the molded casing now, and a little bit better safety. So, you know, you still got the lanyard hole and all that, which I haven't put one on this one yet, but all my knives have a paracord strap. It's usually always bright orange, because that way when you stick it down, so if you happen to sit it down, you can spot it real easily. Go ahead. Did you start it? Okay. Now, next thing is begging my wife for another one. You saw when I made traps last year, I prefer carrying a small, cutting my traps with a small folding saw along my knife. The saw makes a lot quicker work. The knife, you know, so you can make the actual trap itself. Not going into that. You've seen my videos from last year. But I've always wanted a bigger one. This little one's nice. And it does work admirably on 99% of the things you need. Cutting little limbs for making traps, tent pegs, stuff like that. Nothing really beats, even cutting firewood. Nothing beats a folding saw, not even the hatchet. Now, the Camillus, having that beautiful saw in the back, yeah, it competes with it. But if you know, hey, you know the old saying is 2 is 1, 1 is none. If I can have 2 ways of cutting, I'm going to. But I was searching for a bigger saw. Something like, if I really, really wanted to, if I wanted to cut something down the size of this here, well, the little one could do it. It's just going to be a lot. So I bought this one. It's made by a company called Rex. I'm going to pronounce it the way I'm going to call it. Rexbeti. R-E-X-B-E-T-I. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. Really nice 11-inch blade. Just got this a couple weeks ago. I ordered it off of Amazon. I'm not promoting Amazon. It's just, it seems like everybody orders from Amazon. Took me a little while to find this one, to be honest with you. Why? Because I wanted something with good blade, good teeth. Most of them are they call them pruning saws. They got really, really fine blade teeth. It's going to take you forever to cut anything. I don't know how this compares to Silky. I've seen some good reviews on this. Now, Silky is expensive. I've looked at Silky, and to be honest with you, 11-inch blade from Silky is around $150 to $200. And to be honest with you, I will not spend that. This has a very nice lock. This one here was $20-some. And it's got a good feel in my hand. It's got a good lock. It will lock in 2 positions. It's fully out, or let's get it to lock here. Well, it did earlier. There it is. I don't use that other one really, but there's the, you have to look carefully. There's the other, it's kind of more curved down. I really didn't see much of difference in it, and there it is, more up. I'm not sure why, to be honest. I happen to like that. I mean, I happen to like that style than I do bending it up. There may be a reason. Maybe the piece you're trying to cut is more up. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. I just preferred it like this. Again, it's got a lanyard. This one has a lanyard hole. I haven't put the strap on it yet, but it is orange, which is the color I recommend in the woods. But it is a very nice, comfortable blade. I don't really want to cut much down, but I'll do it right here. This one's dead anyway. Very little effort. Very little effort. If you've been seeing my channel since I first started, you'll know that I'm not big into spending a ton of money. Could it be a little tighter? Yeah, but you do have the screw, so you can tighten it down a little bit more. A little bit of noise, not bad. I mean, that ain't worrying me. That little noise like that doesn't bother me. That's the first time I've used it, so that little bit of wobble doesn't concern me. I can always tighten it down. Being the first time it's being used, I already know most things when you use the first few times, they loosen up. You gotta go back and tighten them down. But when compared to the Silky, I haven't never owned a Silky. I'll be honest with you. I will not spend that much money for one, for anything like that. Somehow trying to see my way clear of spending $150 or more for a folding saw. Yeah, I just can't see myself doing it, and I will never do that. But that is a nice saw. It's feels great in your hand, felt great in my hand. Cut like it really, really fast, really nothing to it. But for $20, I think it was like $25. I mean, I always count in the shipping and handling, taxes and stuff like that. I think it was like advertised on sale for $20. By the time you add in shipping and handling, taxes, it's around $25. To be honest with you, I can't beat it. I mean, I'm sure if I was out here and if this was middle of the woods and I'm building a shelter, yeah, this would be great. I can cut my trees, for my poles, for my shelter, everything like that. That's great. That I can, I'm not saying this should be the only thing you carry. Again, you want the right tool for the right job. Some things they have too many, do way too many different things. I don't know about them. Do I want a tool that's a saw, it's an axe, it's a this. You know what? I really don't know. And I'll be honest with you, I do have one of those at home. It's made by Camillus. It's a nice tomahawk, but in the handle is a folding saw. It's got its issues too. The handle's a little bit big around to hold the saw. It's a little uncomfortable. I have used it to chop some wood. It's a nice blade. A little uncomfortable in your hands. But like I said,